up, I will show you bastards. No.
Now I go cleaning windows to earn an honest bob. For a nosy parker it's an interesting job. Now it's a job that just suits me. A window cleaner you would be if you can see what I can see. When I'm cleaning windows, honeymooning couples too. You should see that villain too. You'd be surprised at things they do.
First up, I will show you bastards. I just love doing the minibar job. I feel since I've set myself up with this job, stocking minibars, I will prove to you that by my taking this job, I am a good character. I will prove to me. Still missing something. Thanks is due. This chance being given me to prove myself in light of the past atrocities and bad luck consigned to me by some lousy, fuck-witted luck of the draw. That is it, nutshell and all. Jewel, how long have you been stood there?
And what you've to ask yourself is why it is I am stood and not sat in me chair.
Oh, it's an out-of-date bottle.
Out of date.
Damaged.
On me chair, like.
Taken from room 427.
427.
McCrae.
Ah.
Tell us, do we take turns then to
Bollocks that he is.
Yet while it was you overlooked the fact that the damaged bottles at the back of his minibar festering, bollocks that he is took the head off of me for not having it removed.
Well, what can I say? McCrae is a bollocks. So you've it sat me chair.
I absolutely placed it on your chair coming in because it's other things I've on my mind at the minute. It was a simple action. No angles, no, don't make statement.
Or is it you're trying to point up an issue here? Express to me the hurt you felt because of the castigation you got from McCrae?
Not at all.
Ah, but it is, Ellie. By you absently placing the bottle on my chair, you're looking from me an expression of sympathy. You might not know this, but this is the crux thereby.
I don't understand.
In short, not beating the bush, you want me to apologise.
Well, yeah.
Then I apologise to you, the handpiece.
Okay. Apology accepted.
And if I was to cross the other side of the room, pick up the litter bin be there, return.
Well, if you were to do that, I'd place it in the bin.
And nothing more said.
Nothing more needs saying. I have no concern for that bottle.
And we will never speak of that bottle again.
What bottle? What is it about McCrae he's let be the way he is?
Ah, he's our resident VIP, Ellie. Rich fella, but poor bastard. Do you get what I'm saying, yeah? Plenty of the wealthier clientele this hotel are decent folk. But with McCrae, he's the contradiction of wealth. Clocks any out-of-date wine in his minibar fridge, certain discerning taste when it comes to fortified grape. But you'll often see him down the main bar quaffing cheap cider. Likes the squalor of it.
I drink cider. I have cheap tastes.
Oh, no, I'm saying McCrae has expensive tastes. The contradiction of wealth I'm laying before you for our contemplation.
Whatever you say, June.
Upshot of this, McCrae is a bollocks. Oh, this day, what? Saw you putting something down your top there?
What? No, How long were you stood behind me prior to your going on about your chair?
Depends on the question.
I just asked you a question.
What would you have me to say, Ellie?
Why can't you just answer the question?
That depends on the question it is that you're trying to ask me. I'm trying to clarify things is all here.
I want to know if it's you hearing me composing.
And would it be a good thing I did hear you composing?
No.
Okay, I wasn't stood long enough for to hear what it was you were composing.
Oh, you did hear me, didn't you?
Moment you saw me, I just arrived. Ain't nothing. Now, haven't I answered your question, Ellie?
Then why did you keep going on about it?
Chee! Did you note that particular action? This is me taking a step back. The not wanting to be in confrontation with you. The noticing of the aggression that's been relayed between us. So I take the step back to evaluate so as we can maintain a civil exchange. You looked a bit angry.
I'm a bit upset and distracted.
What was in your hands is none of my business. She, okay.
Okay.
Tell us. How did you get on with the third floor?
Got all the mini fridges slapped out.
Alrighty, a bit quick, Ellie, no.
Hardly full occupancy is a jewel. Half the fridges that stood untouched unneeded a cleaning, but the ones that did got the full going over me rag and spray.
Tell us, what did you think of the fella in 301? Now, granted you haven't met him yet on account he's not back from his weekend in the sticks. Did you do the detective work?
I did, like you taught me.
Divulge.
Okay. I surveyed the drink taken from his fridge, only the lager, sunken drunk, and I checked his TV viewing records.
Using the code on the remote I showed you.
Yeah. He must have been watching a subscription sports channel between the hours of 5 and 7. Little search of the TV guide showed Man U and Arsenal playing around that time, and the musty, unclean smell in his room put him as a football supporter, male, mid-20s.
Why mid-20s?
His wardrobe, the brands hanging from the rails, shops I do see the cool and the gang going into me skulk about the town.
Not bad at all. Except, why do you think it was the sports channel he laid down his credit card for?
It was listed as premium, Sky Sports and the like.
Are you sure?
What?
There's more exotic fare on the premium channels. You know what I'm saying, yeah?
Movies.
There's a certain genre of movie where the actors go less clad.
Porn?
And the musty smell. Did you check his litter bin for excessive tissue amount? Hope you didn't sit in his bed when you were checking his view and his Tomorrow at this time you should burst in on him, catch him at it. You might inveigle a tip out of him by way of an apology and maintaining your silence.
Where did you get that?
Got tip from the couple in 207. Went in this morning when they were out. Checked the guidebook on their bed. The Lonely Planet. So I waited till they came back in the afternoon before I stopped their fridge.
The Lonely Planet?
Younger couples' choice of guidebook. But for some it's a brand, a way of life they want to be seen leading.
Yet they're splashing on a 4-star hotel.
Oh, I'd wager they were on their parents' wallet. In fact, they'd emptied their minibar fridge. They weren't too worried about excessive spend. And that, coupled with a guidebook that suggests that they're right on individuals, potent bits. So, I took a deliberate step when I was in doing their fridge, rubbing me lower back every time they cast their eye over. So, not only did they end up stocking me fridge, I'll not deny, hands in the air, the bit underhand, but I'll take that extra dollar wherever I can. So, you knock into 301 later, see what you can't negotiate. It's why you were assigned me, Ellie, the smarts. You scratch my arse, I scratch yours. You sit my corner, you'll be all right. What was it?
What was what?
What you stuffed your uni for?
You did hear me composing, didn't you?
Well,
It's a bit private.
It's your worker progress report, isn't it, for Brady?
Yes.
Here, give us a look.
Oh, give it back.
I can help.
I don't need your help.
Everyone this hotel needs me help. You can't hand this in to her.
Why not?
Because it's very angry.
It's not fucking angry, it's displaying me personality, it is.
There's a lot of profanity.
No, there fucking isn't.
Here, read it out loud for me.
No.
It's good to hear what it is you've written voiced out loud. Gives you an exterior viewpoint. Something you might be missing with the naked written word.
You're full of the advice.
It's why you assign me, so I can best guide you, so you don't be led astray.
Astray where?
Now pause, I'll say no more. That I will become the better person by my being incorporated into the workforce.
That's the mission statement you gave.
It's a noble mission statement.
Considering
Considering what?
this fucking hotel.
You never incorporate yourself taking that attitude to everything. Cleaners here admire a certain quality and cut of character.
So it's I'm screwed then, yeah?
There's none in their own motives judging you by your recent stint in the courts. In fact, it's a strike in your favour. Well, with the cleaners, it's a strike in your favour. The higher-ups now, they'll need more convincing, hence the progress report. But, fact they heard you means they're your side.
How is it a strike my favour?
Stealing 60 quid worth of CDs from that record shop was your mortal right on account of them not honouring your gift voucher.
Yeah, and I didn't want to steal him, me boyfriend at the time made me.
Did he make you spit at the guard who was trying to reason with you?
Shouldn't have done that.
Shouldn't do anything to force flight of anger. Should always take the step back. Evaluate.
Stop with the cheap talk.
I'll turn a blind ear to that. Anyway, the take-home message of your story is you took only what was due you, no more, no less, and we say nothing about the spitting and all that. The cleaners, when they hear the story of your wrongful arrest, well, the part of the story we want them to hear, you'll come out on high ground of sound mortals, giving that quick finger to the machine, a heroine, Ellie. Cue the story, cue it your favour.
They still put me in jail.
Didn't they release you? Didn't you get the probation act? Second chance, Ellie, second chance. Let the blame go, let the blame go.
But it's hard to. And Brady's breathing down me back with this report, still casting the suspicious eye on me.
Brady's the boss. It's her job to do that, unsettle you. Now, the deep breath, Ellie. Watch me taking the deep breath. Me basket to the left of me, me cam to the right.
Brady wants me up her office tomorrow.
Robin asked up her office. I'm up her in a few minutes.
She's crying.
She's monitoring.
But I've been here a few weeks and I know I'm monitoring tone. I took time to know if I was being placed this job. No, I'm keeping me guard up.
And that's why you're meeting with resistance, because your guard's always up.
Well, I'm a bit spooked.
And it's in this frame of mind you're composing your worker progress report for her. That's why your report's reading anger. If you wait later, you'll have calmed down and be better able to bring in new ideas.
Well, I like its anger.
Oh. Here,
What's this?
read the cover.
The cover's ripped off. From my parents and all
The other side.
self-help for the 70s.
It's a bit out of date, but the concepts are timeless.
It's not the self-help I need, it's just other people who are pissing me off.
That tells why other people are pissing you off.
I've never been given a book before. Had the book thrown at me mind. Oh, thanks.
Just read the book and open your mind to new alternatives. It's good to get your brain ticking new directions. Think beyond the box. Like couple of years ago, to add colour to the grind, I introduced a syndicate for the lotto. I got all the cleaners and porters from all over the house and got young Jilly, just starting the job, to go collecting the coinage.
Oh yeah, the lotto. You're the godmother.
What did you call me?
The godmother, you know, like the Godfather, the movie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Got to give the copper to Jilly. Jilly takes her job of collecting the coinage seriously. You don't cut in on another station. She collects the coins, gives them to me, and I go buy the lotto.
Why is it always coins?
Has to be monies found left behind in the rooms. Under the carpets. You know, loose change gone adrift. It's the whole point. That way, if you win a substantial amount, it's money from nothing. Magic. Oh, we've got all sorts of coins collected from all over the place. Dollars, dong, shekels, would you believe?
Shekels?
Well, currency other to here. We've had yen, yin, yang, all over the world.
Jilly said you travelled out like beyond here and even the resort.
I have.
Where have you been?
Over and back, Ellie. Over and back. Been all across. All across.
Is that where you got your thingy?
Thingy.
Your thingy?
Me Buddha.
Is the travelling where you got your Buddha fella from?
In all me travels, it was only coming here that I found the most meditative experience of me life. Vacuuming. Not the domestic cleaning up after the runs I'm on at your boot, but the broad expanse of the ballroom and the motion of it, and the focus. Oh, it was like a mantra. Over and back. Over and back. Over and back. That's where I did my most profound thinking.
Why did you move up to minibars then, away from the carpet like?
I have to move up the ranks, Ellie. Circle of life and all that.
You see, that is the part of the problem with
The vacuuming.
not the moving up the ranks, the rules, the ins and outs of how it's done.
You've a problem with how the world works.
No, just here like.
Ah, it's simple. It's the same the world over. You have your managers and you have the rest. Supervisors. Now, you don't call them managerial. They're honorary, glorified. They belong to us. But the cleaners, the biggest swathe of the workforce.
Cool. What are you saying?
This is a 4-star establishment. Guests want their stay here smooth. Brady upsets the cleaning staff. There are repercussions. The machine slows down. The customers express dissatisfaction. General manager goes back to Brady. Circle of life. Shit doesn't go downhill, it goes in circles. But none of us ever say any of that.
You just said it there.
To you, so you know not to say it. Okay, let's examine the minibar station. Does it take the two of us?
No, it doesn't.
But it does. Do you get what I'm saying, yeah?
No, Jill, seriously. One of us could if we had to do a solo run over the whole house.
No, never say that. Not saying it means you're not thinking.